Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my debate is gonna start in 3, 2, 1. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So our motion today is talking about that this house believes that the practice of meme investing brings more harm than good. So before we are going to my argument, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna give you a little explanation about what is actually meme stock itself. So meme stock itself is a stock that has seen an increase in volume not because of how well the company performs, but rather because of hype on social media and online forums like Reddit. So ladies and gentlemen, you already know, right, what is Reddit. So actually Reddit itself is the social media platforms that usually people use it for the meme stock and something like that. So like a lot of trending things is on the Reddit itself. So ladies and gentlemen, so the meme stock itself is the movement unofficially start in the summer of 2020, when most people were stuck at home during the first few months of the pandemic itself. So actually, the meme stock itself is come to our life actually in the pandemic of COVID-19 and looking for something to do because we are in the pandemic. So everyone is actually like want to have like activities in their house, so they are looking for something to do and a way to turn some of their extra free time into money. So many people turn to the stock market and social media for ideas itself. So yeah, something like that. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, the meme investing itself brings more harm, and actually myself is really agree with this motion. Why? Because the meme stock itself, meme investing itself have a lot of risky and have a high risk itself. So during COVID-19 pandemic, these viral stocks can be very risky since they rely on high interest from small investor to sustain the stock price lifted into the moon. So actually, this motion itself and my argument itself is really relate with our status quo. And in this time, a lot of people that actually really like to trading and doing some mistake itself. So uh, ladies and gentlemen, there is this advantage of meme stock. So there are drawbacks to betting on meme stock. The first one is as with other moments of viral skyrocketing stock price, this meme stock trend might not last forever. So ladies and gentlemen, I said to you that the meme stock itself, the trend itself, might not last forever. Like, can you imagine if you buy some meme stock and you really give all of your money on that meme stock, but actually, unfortunately, the meme stock itself, the trend itself is not last forever. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm gonna talking about the point of view from the mental health itself. So, can you imagine if you're trading on some meme stock and this meme stock that you really rely on it with all of your money and health and something like that, and your meme stock is becoming really not trend, and your money is just like gone and you lost a lot of your money, and this thing is actually really hurting your mental health. Like, can you imagine if you being that people that actually live in that stage, like your mental health is real bad. And actually, the second one is the trading. So the trading itself, ladies and gentlemen, you already know in the news, in the newspaper, in the media social, like there is a lot of the the news about the trading. So the example is about the Indra itself. So ladies and gentlemen, actually know like about the problem about the Indra itself. So the third of the risky from the mem stock itself, you can come to the jail. Like, can you imagine being someone that actually doing some mem stuff and you come to the jail? That, like, that's not such a good life for you guys. And if we are win right now, like if we are just doing trading and you are win right now, what what about tomorrow? What about next month? What about next week? What if we lose it? Like, we lose all of our money. And actually, ladies and gentlemen, the meme stock itself have the short-term stock price are driven by supply and demand, so price move are really unpredictable. So the meme stock itself is really unpredictable. That's why I really agree with this motion, because this really brings more harm than good. Unpredictable and can lead to quick loss. Like, can you imagine, like, you are trading on the meme stock, and the meme stock itself is can lead to quick loss and will have the move that are unpredictable, and yeah, like, that's really loss. And ladies and gentlemen, some meme stock don't trade on any fundamental, and returns can suddenly reverse course, causing the company to lose its luster among individual investors. So the meme stock itself is really can suddenly reverse course, like causing the company to lose its luster among individual investors. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now I'm telling you again that the mental health itself from the meme stock is really bad for our. So the solution, I think we don't really need the solution. And if we are one have some solution, for me, the government should know and taking care of this trade and meme stock and give more clear rules how to play and advance with it. So we are not bring the harms and we are gonna bring the good. So I think agree with that motion. I think that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you very much.